Alright everyone, so this is alcohol, just ethanol burning in an aluminum can with a couple copper pipes that I ran through here with some fiberglass wick. I did kind of overfill it a little bit, and you can see the cap. So it's a pressurized vessel, meaning that it's sealed everywhere except for the top. And the little amount of pressure that gets out of it, obviously it's not completely sealed at the where I put the alcohol in, because otherwise this it wouldn't be coming out like that. And it looks like it's getting too hot and it's melting the sides where I put the JB weld. So I'm gonna have to weld it or solder it with maybe use steel instead of aluminum, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's losing. It's depressurizing off the sides. That's crazy. Yeah, I think it just failed. Well, that was impressive. I was pushing it to its limits to see how much it could take for this purpose, so I could see where it fails and then rebuild it. And it looks like it failed at the JB Weld, so that's pretty good because this is high temperature. This was high temperature JB Weld, which I mean obviously isn't going to be the best. Oh, it's a green flame. Is that the copper oxidizing? Wow, that's an ionizing flame right there, you guys. It's taking the copper ions off of the tube that I put through there. That's a good boiling temperature right there on top. Kind of rapidly cooling off, but hey, I'm not trying to do that right now. Okay, let's go back to this. Where's my temperatures at? Okay, so we're at 197. What do we got on the inside? Oh, yeah. This would have been good to do before I ran it, just to see like what kind of temperatures I was getting off of it, and that way I could see like why it failed and where it failed, and um, yeah, the max is right there on the center. I can't wait to rebuild this thing. So incredible. Okay, I just had to catch that on camera. I'm glad I thought to do this. Like I was like, oh, quick, gotta grab the camera. All right, bye. Hello, everyone. Doing a breakdown and review of my latest stove. Some of you might want to learn how to make this, so let's do that. What do you think of the gloves? They're like little kitties. All right, so doing a breakdown. I was under the impression that the aluminum on the inside had melted, but I was wrong. It wasn't affected at all. The main failure were along the JB weld lines, and I've already taken this apart, and sorry you guys weren't a part of that. My video wasn't recording, so this is going to be the new bottom for it. It's a thicker aluminum. This is made from an aluminum bottle of Mountain Spring water, and that's 1 pint. And they're kind of like taller cans, but the diameter is perfect for this can stove because the other type of aluminum just fits snugly in there, which is going to be perfect for the JB Weld that I'm going to be well, I'm actually going to be using Steel Stick and hoping that that's going to work because it's got a higher strength and it's pretty much epoxy putty mixed with steel powder, I believe. So that should increase the strength of it, the durability, and hopefully keep the pressure in better with this design. So I'm gonna go with that. So from the inside, just how I made this thing is I took some wicks from tiki torches, which is what these are, and then I fed them through 1/4 inch refrigerator pipe. And you can get this at, oops. Anyways, you can get this at pretty much any hardware store. I think even, yeah, you might, like Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that, they would definitely have this kind of thing. And it's 1/4 inch outer diameter, I believe. It might be inner diameter, but yeah, we'll say like 1/4 inch diameter by whatever length. And I got a 25-foot length, which is way more than I need for this project, but I have another project that I'm working on, so I'm going to be using this tubing for a heater for and possibly a distiller. I live in Missouri, so it's totally legal here, by the way. Figure might as well since I live here. When in Rome or whatever. But yeah, so the holes I found out, okay, so I said 72 degrees, I was wrong. These two 1/4 inch copper pipes that are fed with the tiki torch wick are at 90 degrees to each other, and the offset is 1/4 inch from a circle. So if you were to make a circle with this ring here, then right on the inside of that 1/4 inch circle would be your 90-degree holes to line up for the next two. And the two holes that are on the bottom that I don't know if you can see it with this lighting, but yeah, see the two these aluminum tubes. That is a 1/16 inch hole, and if you want to know where to drill that hole, it is directly in line. So they're 1/4 inch apart this way, and then the angle from, let's see, which side is it? So they follow the center line, and this this sort of angle right here, maybe like that, but it's somewhere between, I would say, 72 and 66 degrees. So as long as you're in between that, you should be totally fine. And it's just the 1/4 inch spacing. So the edge of the circumference of the two holes in the circle are right in line with the 1/4 inch hole. And I'm not sure what the distance is between those two, but if you were to draw it that way, then you'd be totally fine. Just like within 72, 66 degrees from the 0 degree line on this one. So yeah, this one would be, if that's 0, then 66 to 72 degrees this way. And then if this is 0, then it's 66 to 72 degrees in this direction from this way. So, and then if you're doing it from this side out this way, it would be 90 minus 72 or 66, which would be 23 or geez. 23 to 70, would that be 18? Yeah, 18 to, okay, so yeah, 18 and then plus 90 would be 108. So it'd be like 108 degrees this way. I'm sorry, did I say 108? 118. Is that right? Fuck, I need to write this stuff down. This is why I'm so bad at like math in my head, because I'm like, did I do the right number? I'm not sure. But somebody will write it in the comments, hopefully, or I'll probably edit this video and figure out what it is and write it here in this space. Anyways, I broke my 1/16 inch bit, unfortunately. They're very brittle, so you'd be careful. when drilling these holes, I recommend drilling the holes before you try to insert the tubes. You can do it, like you can put the pipes in first, and that's actually how I did it. Whenever I just kind of angled the bit down into this little corner pocket thing. But if you're doing it at weird angles like that and trying to press down on it at strange angles, then you risk fracturing your bits like this. So just keep that in mind. I'm also, this is for educational purposes, and I'm not responsible for anything that you might do if you try to replicate this. If you are under the age of 18, I recommend, if you are trying to do this, to get the supervision of an adult or someone that knows a little bit more. So just keep that in mind. So if I'm using this as a template, which is going to be my next one, this is made out of steel from the bottom of a bug spray can. So I'm using bug spray can bottoms for this one, which I marked for the cut with a piece of tape. I just went around so the tape lines up with itself, and then I marked that line, and then I took the tape off, and then I cut it along this line with I believe I scored it with a razor first and realized how long that was going to take, because that's usually how I cut the aluminum, is by using a razor blade. Excuse me. But this is going to take far longer, so I think what I did is I actually cut above with a diamond tip bit, which is, you can find them on Temu for relatively cheap, like $2 or $3. If you go through Dremel and get theirs, it's like $50 per blade, so just keep that in mind. You also want to wear safety glasses and gloves whenever working with that. Some people say not to wear gloves, but it's better to catch a glove than it is to catch a finger, so that's how I usually do it. So yeah, if I'm using this as a template, I will draw on this really quickly with a marker so you can see kind of how I'm going to line up the bits on here, little holes. So let me get a marker real quick. Let's do acrylic. Okay. So you want to have a straight edge and acrylic, or some kind of marker that's going to keep its it's spads. It's the I don't know what the word is. Anyways, okay. So just as long as you're along the edge, like obviously that's not perfectly center, but we use this to mark our angles. So we'll just know, like right along the edge of those two, be right there. And that's the center line. I wish I got two colored markers so I can do the direct center. What other color should I use? Let's do a green. Green seems like a good center color. Alright, so it looks like it might have bled a little bit, but we'll still mark it right there. There's our center. And then like I said before, I didn't have a compass, so if you just want to support me on Patreon so you get some basic supplies to do this, then I would be much appreciated for that. But so far, I try to just be ingenuitive, because this is the only way I know how to let's get a good angle on this so you can see what I'm doing. So this is just a 6-pointed Christmas star stencil, and what I'm doing is I'm lining up the post here, because I know that if I do it from this angle, actually it'd be this angle, wouldn't it? Then that would be our 72. So does this look like it's on the inside? It does. Okay, so there's our hole lines right there. And that's exactly identical to where this one should be. It's actually flipped. It's like a mirror. So it's chirally the opposite of this one, but it's the same fundamentally. I don't think the chirality of it should make a difference. Oh, got some soot on my hands. My hands are I learned a new word. It's called fuliginous, and it means sooty. So my hands are fuliginous. Okay, so let's use our bit. Let's be very cautious with this. Get some safety goggles on. Okay, and that is the broken end, so we'll put the broken end on here. Make sure it's nice and tight. It's not going to slip off there, but not over torqued, so where it's going to break it as soon as it hits the steel. Safety goggles. I used to be one of these safety third people, and then a shard of metal it bounced off my eyelid. It was a shard of metal, so once that happens, if you're not already safe, then you'll definitely think twice about not wearing safety goggles. So just forewarning. It's kind of like, everyone tells you to wear a seatbelt, but then you're like, oh, well, I've never been in an accident, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. So just safety first. It's always better than safety third. Am I going through at all? I'm making a dent. Steel is much harder to drill through than aluminum is, that's for sure. All right, made one hole, and we got one more to go. Right here. Yep, that's what I was worried about. Those fine angles. And a very small drill bit. Okay, can we do this some other way? Let's think. What do I have that could make a good hole? Okay, got these. They're kind of like a diamond encoded. See if this does any better. It's staying where it's supposed to. Yeah. I haven't tried this before, so I don't know if it's going to be better or not. I'm putting about maybe 10 pounds of pressure. I don't know if it's doing anything. Let's see if anything looks maybe sharper. Is it sharper? It's not. it looks like the diamond is worn off the bit. What else do we have here? This is steel. I feel like this is gonna snap too, but this is sharper at least. It actually seems to be working. The sharpness of it is advantageous. Widen it a little bit. The other tool. It's the right one. I'm using the wrong one. Wrong one. That's the right one. Hey, we're getting there. That's almost through. Let's go back to this one. Another reason to wear gloves with sharp objects is like if the knife slips or something, you're not gonna slice your finger open, which I've done a couple times, but nothing too serious, just like little nicks like here and there. Sometimes I'll get a little stab, which totally gone through any glove that I was wearing. Okay. Oh, what do you guys think of this tool? I made this from a mechanical pencil, and it's a needle on the inside. Is it? The needle fall out? Make the needle fall out. Well, anyways, a sewing needle on the inside of it. It works really well for aluminum. For making little pinprick holes, which is something very useful for these aluminum can stoves. But this one's made of steel. I'm making it out of steel because you guys saw the flame on the last video. I'll post the clip of that here. If you guys haven't seen it. And it's just powerful. It's so powerful. There's our hole right there. You can see through it. Just need to make it a little bit wider, so I'll bring this bit out. That's like directly cut in half. Look at that. Those two pieces are identical. Alright, so let's go back to itty bitty little thing. I know one thing about breaking things in half is the smaller you break them, the stronger they become. So the smaller the piece, the stronger the piece. Let me go through. Not quite. Okay, now we're through. Let's clean up the burrs on that. And minimize yourself to get more 1/16 inch bits, because this is it's getting a little ridiculous here. That deburr it. Almost. Oh, great deburring tools, by the way. These are fabulous deburring tools. And no burrs on that one. Perfect. Alright, so what I used before, and I will take it from this one so you can examine what it looks like. So I took this 1/16 inch aluminum tube, and I very carefully, first I kind of cut little, I used a razor to cut down the aluminum to the hole, and then I widened the hole with a 1/16 inch bit. So, or maybe it was smaller. I think it was smaller than 1/16. It might have been 1/32 or maybe half of 1/16. But anyways, I made two of them because it's just there's no wick inside of it. These are the two holes, which if the outside is 1/16, then that means the holes in the inside are smaller, possibly 1/32. I haven't got a way to measure them, but I do know that this is 0.05 or 0.5 millimeters, and the tip of the 0.5 millimeter lead or pencil grommet thing that just about fits inside of here. So Yeah, this would actually make a really great nozzle, like thinking about it. But okay, so that's just that part. So let's make sure that it goes in here like it's supposed to. Let's check our diameter, make sure that it's good. Oh yeah, it's good. Totally fine. And length of it. Let's see. It's a good way to measure length. Let's do. So if I take the edge of this to the edge of that, that goes to the corner of this star, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 6th star. And it's the corner right there. Okay, let's get a ruler. Okay, ruler says that's 3 1/4 inch. So that's the length of the. Wow, it doesn't really look that long, but yeah, 3 1/4 inch. And you guys are gonna laugh, but I just found this. Hopefully, oh, it's very close to dead. Let's see your width. Okay, it's between the holes here. I know this isn't going to be perfect because they are curved. But right here, 1/2 inch, 0.51. And that is inches, right? Yes. Inches. Because it's curved, maybe 0.55 would be better. But it's okay. Okay, so where were we? Our next goal is to make a slot in this thicker aluminum can. All right, and just gonna go down partially to maybe about the bottom of the 3. Bottom of the 3, maybe to the 5. Maybe we should go to the 5 line. Let's double check that real quick. Is there a way to, let's do this, see where we're at. The 5. Yeah, the 5 is better. Because it's going to be lined up with this one. Yeah, we're going to go to the 5. All right, so let's mark the center of what diameter hole is this? Probably 1/4. So let's do quarter. the right height. Let's double check and make sure it's not. Let's see, this is a 1/4 inch bit. So we'll see if it's the same size. Ooh, it's smaller. It's actually smaller than 1/4. Yep. Okay, let's go smaller. Good thing I checked. Sometimes I get in a hurry and then totally forget to check. I'm gonna say maybe it's 7/32. It might be 3/16, but I don't think it's that small. So we'll do 7/32, and then yeah, that's totally it. Yeah, it's just a little crumpled, but that's it. Okay, so 7/32. Let's do from our center point here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm marking the bottom of the bit, and then I'm also pulling over a little bit so the farthest edge of this bit is lined up with that edge, and then yeah, so that's the center. That's exactly where we want to drill. And now what I'm doing is marking that spot right there. Now I'm indenting it. Oh, just went through. Okay, so I could do it this way by hand because it's aluminum, and aluminum has this really soft quality to it, so it allows you to do things by hand. And look at that, that's perfect. Right over to the edge of the 5, to the bottom, exactly where I wanted it to be. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Let's clean up the inside. And at the same time, I'm going to be roughing the edge of the inside anyways. Should probably clean. I should go wash this so we get a good seal whenever I use the epoxy. Okay, let's see if our piece fits through here. Nope. Need to go a little bit bigger. Now let's try. It's close. I probably need to sand this a little bit. Just got a little bit rough when I cut it. Okay. This will work. Okay. It's Just a little too big. Gotta stretch this hole a little bit more. And that's it, right there. And if you notice, I did already take the liberty to make the, to bend it so it fits on here kind of nicely. I wanted it to be kind of at an angle. I didn't want it to be straight. And that was just in case air was being pulled through, but apparently that's not an issue. It's flame just comes out. But if air did come through, I wanted it to swirl and mix kind of more thoroughly. But we don't have to worry about that, so hey. I'm going to wash this, and then we can get some sandpaper, sand the inside, and then we'll be ready to mix our epoxy. Put our bit in there. Hopefully I didn't make this hole too low. Where are you? Oh, it's all the way over there. There it is. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is perfect. That's beautiful. All right, so, yep, I'm gonna clean this, I'm gonna pause, and then I'll be back when that stuff is done. Okay, I'm back, and this is cleaned out. I've got the sandpaper ready. Whenever you do this part, you should be wearing a respirator because you don't want to breathe in aluminum particles, really any kind of metal particles you don't want to be inhaling, so should wear a respirator. I'm just lightly sanding inside, and this is so the adhesion on the epoxy adheres better to the metal surface. So, already went in that direction, so I'm going to do kind of the diagonal direction, and then diagonal the other way. Yeah, looks good. I'm not really trying to remove material when I do this. What I'm really trying to do is just to roughen the surface of the interior. And then the same with this surface. I want to rough it in the same way without removing the material, except for maybe this JB Weld. You know, I feel like this should come off. I wonder if having acetone would be a great way to remove this JB Weld. It smells bad. It smells like what goes when it's curing. Oh, it's coming off. Somewhat. Rinse right off very carefully. You know, me not stuffing the surface might have been, this might have been the whole issue the whole time. But it's not, it looks like it's not appearing that great to the aluminum. I mean, it also burnt for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, this stuff definitely got too hot and it scorched itself. But even some of the places where it was scorched, like right here, there's better adhesion than there are in some of these other places, like right here, where it's just, you know, a little bit of elbow grease that comes right off. That's better. Just focus. Okay. I'm just kind of straightening them. If you have anything curved, I found that this helps quite a bit because you're able to put some pressure. If you can do it on both sides, that'd be even better. But you can straighten these edges back out. Kind of wherever there's a crease, just go along the crease and then apply some pressure to it. And what this does is it straightens out the deformities quite a bit. Okay. Should have brought my rag over here. Alright, so this is going to be tricky. What I've got to do is I've got to put this screw on the inside where that hole is, right here. Can I zoom on that? See, this is professional camera in my butt. Right there. It's got to go through there. It's got to be sealed from the inside. And then I have to get it through this hole as well. And I'm like, how am I going to do that? I could run a string through the outside and then from in here to the outside through here, and then somehow make a thing that I can pull this in so that it's tight on here. And then whenever it's done curing, just pop that string on the inside. Like, it might rattle a little bit, I don't know. But it should be fine. But line the holes up and then pull the string so that it's tight on the inside. Does that seem like too much work? The other option is I cut a slit right here and then just put this in and then move the edges of the slit over enough to where this goes down over it, and then press them back in. This part already seems kind of frail, like as far as where fuel could get out. Focus on the thing. There we go. So there's already cracks and stuff around here. So I kind of want to keep this top part. String it is. Let's do the string thing. See if it works. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Seems almost impossible. Like, how am I gonna feed the string through and like have this on the inside? Like if I did it like this, I'd have to feed. Jeez, okay. It is possible. Like, it's just... not easy. Does it work? I don't know. Okay, now can I put the pieces together? I wonder. I mean, it's kind of working. Oh, it's like right there. Come on. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? So close. Oh my god, it worked. No. No way. Oh my god, it's working. Get the fuck out. Okay, so... oh my god, now I just lost it though. It's totally in there, you guys, like... but now I'm like, I don't know what to do, because I didn't put the... this is just a test to see if I could do it. Alright, I'll have to take it apart again. Well, I'll have to take it apart anyways, because I have to... I didn't put this in there. Let's just hope it's as easy the second time. Okay, pausing for bathroom break. All right, I'm back, and we're ready to do putty mixing and attaching the fuel door, fuel gate. Is that what we're gonna call it? Oh, this glove is backwards, isn't it? Yeah. Totally backwards. Okay. Got it. Okay, let's do this. And because I'm using a different bottom for the Canon stove, I might need to trim the tops of these a little bit because it's sticking out a little ways. I think like it's a little closer than it was before. I think before it was maybe about right there, and now it's up here. So I need to take a little bit off, maybe. Let's see. This is going to be tricky. So first, let's add the putty. Oh, geez. There we go. We're doing it. So the instructions on here say to get a portion of the putty. Let's read it. Peel here. I guess peel here without gloves. There. May cause allergic skin reaction. Avoid breathing dust, fumes, gas, mist, vapor spray. Wear protective gloves. Protective eye, face protection. If it gets on skin, rinse for 15 minutes. No mixing instructions on here. That's lovely. And that'd be a great place to put them. Well, we'll just mix it until it's all one consistent color. Let's do it that way. Yeah, it kind of smells like hair dye. Yeah, that looks about one color. Pretty consistent. Just a little bit extra just for good measure. Alright, let's do it. So my technique that I thought of was to roll this into a coil. Kind of a thin coil. This one just pooped off a little bit. Okay. Okay, got our coil. Then this, just wrapping the coil around. Pressing it to the aluminum. Come on, get off the glove. Sorry, not paying attention to the camera. Adding the coil. Just doing little presses along the edge. And we're back. Got one loop there. Let's do another one over this side. And I guess this kind of eliminates the option of using acetone as... I dropped a piece somewhere. I don't know where it's at. Crap. To take my glasses off in a minute. Yeah, so obviously this is going to add some substantial amount of weight, and because it's epoxy, my guess is that acetone would be out of the question as a fuel source. I'm certainly not going to test it because I don't want to gunk up my my copper tubes. Okay, it's getting warm now. Very warm. Okay, so that means it's already starting to cure. So let's put this on here. Oh my god, I don't need that much. Oh, don't clog the inside. Okay. Oh geez. Oh no, time's running out. Okay, I'm feeling a little pressured. Okay, did I clog it? No. Okay, good. Now... Okay. There it is. Okay. Race against time here. Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Where's the hole? Right there. Okay, I could do this. Let's calm down. Take a little breath. Can't see with these glasses. Take those off. They're fogging up on me. Okay, take these gloves off because I can't work with these gloves on. Okay, come on, come on, come on. There's the hole. It's already hardening. Shit. Shit, 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 shit. Come on. Come on. Nope. Okay, get stuck in there. Oh, motherfucker. It's already hardening. I gotta pull it off. Gotta pull it. Shit. Oh my god. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. I can't. Okay, come on. Come on. Yes. Okay, got that one. Now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Fucking rush against time. Okay. Jesus fuck. God damn it. This stuff's already hardened on here. That's not good. it's hardened and it's not stuck on the fucking thing. God damn it. Okay, this isn't fucking working. Use the rest of the putty. Where's the rest of the putty? Okay. Don't do what I'm doing, by the way. But I'm gonna wash my hands afterwards, so should be okay. Just pray I'm not allergic. There's a metal allergy that runs in my family, so that's the only concern. Okay. Those smell like hair dye though, and I'm not allergic to hair dye, so hopefully that should be fine. So let's make this a thin knot there. And then we'll just press it into the slot here. I feel like this is totally going to be fine. Okay, let's make our seal on this side. There we go. Oh, I didn't say on the outside of the can. I just realized. Okay. Seems good. Okay, and I got some extra putty here. Let's make sure this is all flush. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go wash my hands, let this cure. Pause video. Alright, I'm back. Oh, it's like 69. I was holding that thing. And then say about 69 degrees. It's the chimney is yeah, about 69 too. Okay. 69, 70, something like that. There's 20 milliliters of alcohol in here. It's lit. Okay, let's start a timer. Coil. I'll get this in here. Okay, whatever. There we go. Having trouble getting it out. Okay, I'm gonna get a bucket just in case. Sit right here. And then we'll keep an eye on the temperature. Already at 150, 155, 160. $200. I'm going to change the settings because, let's see, temperature, let's do 100 to 500. Flame is burning at 560, 580. $5.90. And we're at 225 in the middle of this chimney. Oh, yeah, there we go. At 590. $600, $611, $650, $655, $670, $680, $690, 700. Wow. All the numbers are together. And that's time. I think it's still burning a little bit, but it's not anything like it was. Wow, 700 degrees. And then what's the temperature of the chimney is 230. On the top it's 230 right here. The stove is still burning at 411. And from here it should just be cooling down.